1 over x is equal to 4 raised to power of x. Before we do this together, let's just Google the equation and see what we'll get. So there are 4 suggestions and I will open all of them. Okay. So these are the 4 first suggestions. Okay. So they are using a graphical method. So, and we're using functions. This is the exponential one. This one is raising. Okay. This is 4 to the power of x. These two are 1 over x. As you see, there is only one intersection that is over here. But what is the value of it? It's not given over here. Okay. So let's just check out the next website. So again, it's the same thing. Okay. But one thing that I think is worth mentioning is that 1 over x, okay, this blue one is always negative on the left hand side over here. But this exponential one, the green one, 4 to the power of x, is always positive. So there would be never a negative solutions around here. Okay, let's check out the next website. So this one, the graphs looks a little different. And it's giving the solution at around here, right? This is 2. So this would be 1. The solution is around here. But why does the graph look different? Because they had everything on the left hand side. They just didn't create 2 functions. They had it like this. So 1 over x minus 4 to the power of x is equal to 0. So they drew one graph. That's why it looks like this. So, and the next one, this one I think is suggesting using algebra, solve for x by simplifying both sides of the equation, then isolating the variable. It's giving the values 1 over 2. But when we tap for view steps, it's, I think, asking for money. Okay, but we could solve this together. So let me get the question back over here. Okay, to be able to solve this equation, we're going to need the power rules. So I'm gonna just look up power rules here. Okay, and then we're gonna get all suggestions and basically all of them are the same. Okay, so what we're going to be needing for this equation in particular is going to be this one, power of a power rule. Okay, this is what we'll be needing to actually solve that equation. Okay, let's go and actually solve this equation. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take both sides to power of 1 over x. Am I allowed to do this? The answer is yes, because, well, if 2 sides are equal, when we take them to the same power, of course, it maintains equality. So let's go and write it like this. Okay. And this is what we're going to use, the power rule that I mentioned, right? It was right over here. It says all we have to do is multiply x by 1 over x. So this would be, I'm going to write it here. So the same thing over here. So the right-hand side of the equation will be 4 x multiplied by 1 over x is going to be simplified and canceled. So the right-hand side really will be all 4. So I'm going to clean this part and write 4 instead of it. Okay. So now instead of 4, I could also write 2 to the second power. So now by comparison, we see that 1 over x is equal to 2. So what is the value of x? Obviously, the value of x is 1 over 2. Okay. So I hope you found the video useful. And if you did, make sure that you give it a thumbs up.